Yo, so I just watched the Bill O'Reilly Al Sharpton video. It's like 5:30 in the morning. But all I'm saying is, man, like, I really don't like Al Sharpton that much. But I really don't like Bill O'Reilly. And it's not even,
Um,
like, I'm not even trying to be on, like, some race stuff. But all I'm saying is, this is one thing I really feel like I need to chime in on. Because I think this is really interesting. Like, I don't know if you've seen it. I'll post the link with the what you call it. But my whole deal is, like, there are millions, or maybe not even millions, there's hundreds of thousands of Caucasian or white American families that adopt black children in America. And that's cool and that's all well, and no one thinks that's a big deal, you know. But I think it is a very big deal, or you don't ever see it that often, where you have a black family that adopts Caucasian white kids, you know what I'm saying? And like Michael Jackson, we know his kids are not his. Clearly, they have none of his DNA. And like, okay, you can say like, all right, they're in vitro, or whatever. But essentially, his three kids are adopted. Okay,
so what though?
I mean that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, so you're telling me that cause Mike was black, and I know everybody's gonna be like, well, he bleaches, blah blah blah. I mean, but just
Bill
throw that
O'Reilly go
out.
dog.
Just think about this for a minute. Just think it. Say it was me. So you're telling me that if I grew up in my life and was the greatest entertainer of all time, that if I adopted three white kids, I'm null and void and no longer a black icon, that's retarded.
Yeah, I don't
That doesn't make any
understand. Like,
sense.
how does a person having white kids like automatically negate them from being eligible to be an African
And
American
he's like, well, if
icon?
he's such an American icon, why does he have white kids? I mean, I don't know. Maybe he just wanted white kids.
All right,
Is that not a problem? Clearly, he didn't have no kids of his own. So I mean, if he got to pick, look, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt got like 10 kids. Now they got an African kid, a Chinese, or like a I don't even know Isn't he Cambodian?
Yeah.
Cambodian kid. They got a African kid. Now everybody thinks Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt are like the saviors of the universe because they adopted all these children from all these different countries and all these different races and stuff. But Mike got three white kids, and everybody want to call him not man.
All right, another thing
Get
I
off
want to
Mike,
say,
man.
and this, I mean, this like is on the Fox News thing, not necessarily just at Bill O'Reilly, but one thing I pointed out when we were watching the video, they were talking about Mike, and Bill O'Reilly made a comment about Mike being weird and all his plastic surgeries and stuff, and then they showed a little video clip of Mike, right? But
It's like the most
it was
crotch grabbingest.
yeah, like I mean that was probably like the only time that he's ever like grabbed his crotch that much in like a 10-second period.
Ever.
Like
Ever.
it's like, and I'm like, dude, that's like out of all the video samples y'all could have. I mean, y'all could have put the man dancing on top of the SUV before court or whatever. I mean, like, why you gotta put some stuff out there that's like, it's like a subconscious sexual innuendo on that. Like that's just real messed up, and that I don't think that was cool at all. So I think I'm fixing to officially boycott Fox News.
I
Period.
mean, but I just don't understand like how you can say somebody can't be a black icon just because they got white kids. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like I'm not necessarily saying that. I mean, I do think it would be kind of not strange, but like it's definitely a very different culture.
Yeah,
I think if you're a white child and you grow up in a black home. But I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's any different really than being black and growing up in a white home. Like, but I mean, it's still gonna be interesting for you. But I mean, the kids. I mean, and then people try to say that his daughter Paris was faking at the memorial. Like, dude, that's his daughter, dog. Like, I mean, that might not be her blood, but
I mean that's still that's their pops. I mean,
man, people are being ridiculous. Like, I mean, people act like they never seen like adopted kids. Like everybody I know that's adopted loves their parents. Like they know that's not their real parents, but that don't mean that's not who raised you.
yeah. I
Are
mean
you
it's
dumb?
still your parents. It might
This is dumb, dog. They don't even know they don't even not standing with their mom right now. So she ain't the mama. Who the mama? Not her. She couldn't even get the kids. She don't even know the kids. She's like,
Yeah.
man, I just popped them boys out and gave it to them took the money and bounced.
I don't know.
You telling me if you was giving your kid up for adoption, you telling me you wouldn't let Michael Jackson pay you 10 mil?
All right, but
Come
another
on
thing I
now.
want to say
Come
though
on now.
is I'm sure people said this for a comment on it or whatever. But all right, so this man Mike just died, right? And like instead of lamenting his death and celebrating all the achievements that he had, people are still out here like talking about the negative things in his lifestyle, whether it's the allegations or the controversial like appearance changes and things like that. I mean, like, why are people even on that right now? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, why can't we just? This man just died. That's so disrespectful. But
I'm just saying, like,
he's be hating out here, man.
people are telling me, like, they talk about how he's a pervert and stuff. Like, people like, I don't know why we're celebrating this perverted man's life. But I'm like, dude, not even in his music, really. Like, I can think of so many other stars that are so much more perverted. Like, this man had the allegations drop in the 90s. They found a tape with the boy talking to his mom about how he was going to cash in on Michael. Like, clearly it was trying to get the money out the man so they could settle out of court. In 2005, he was acquitted. It was 12 out of 12, No, I mean, there was no dissenters. It was, like, very clear that it wasn't happening. I mean, it wasn't true, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no, like, I just feel like the MJ case wasn't like an OJ case where it's like, oh, he got off. Like, I mean, nah, like, you didn't do it. Like, that's stupid. Like, I can't deal with it, man.
And then, okay, all right. I'm sorry to go back to a previous point, but I was just thinking about this, kind of got me heated. Pretty much at the very end of that whole conversation between Al Sharpton and Bill O'Reilly, Bill O'Reilly asked him if he would let. Oh no, excuse me. No, this was an earlier video that we watched. This is a different video.
Yeah.
And Bill O'Reilly asked some lady, I can't remember. Oh, she wrote like a book about the media controversy surrounding Michael. Yeah, conspiracy. But Bill O'Reilly asked her, like, pretty much at the end, if she would let Michael Jackson babysit her kids, and she was like, yeah, and he was like, I wouldn't, and that's pretty much how he ended it. But I'm like, why are you even bringing?
But you know what? Truthfully, like, I feel like you can't even, like, that's not even a valid question, because, like, if you have to ask that, then, I mean, but who would let any random grown man, not even a random grown man, who would let a grown man babysit their kids anyway? Don't you pay teenage girls to do that?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm gonna be like, hey, bruh, I mean, you might. It's different if you let your friends go to a friend's house. You know what I'm saying? Your kids go to a friend's house who's got kids, but who lets? You know what I'm saying? Like, who hires a babysitter that's 43 and that's a dude? Don't nobody do that.
Yeah, that was a pretty.
Don't nobody do that. Like, that's not even a valid question. Who does that?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Like, let's say it's not Michael Jackson. Who does it? Like,
all right, let me just say though, if I was a grown man, say I was like 35, 40, and I had like, 7, 8-year-old kids, I let them go chill at Neverland Ranch because, well, one, I would know that my kids would know better than, if there was anything going on. But two, like, I mean, man, I don't know. I feel like people hating on Mike. Like,
and you don't know, you ever seen, okay, everybody's like, oh, they were sleeping in the bed with him. Have you ever seen Michael Jackson's bed? Remember how big Shaq's bed is from Cribs where it's like a room? It's Michael Jackson, bro. It's a $200 million mansion.
This man has giraffes.
Dude, his bed was the size of a room. Like, you could be on opposite sides of the bed. But everybody wants you to think Mike was in there cuddling with the kids on a twin-size bed. It's Michael Jackson, dog. He got no little bed. Like, he got a little... Do you understand what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, no, I feel you.
He on like a California... He ain't even on no California king. He on like a China king. You know how big China is? I've been there twice. It's huge. I'm telling you. It's huge. But this video getting a little long, man.
And, 9 minutes.
I don't know, man. I just really heated about that. And I really felt like the memorial was really classy. And I don't even like Al Sharpton, but, I mean, he gave a straight speech. And,
Yeah.
And I just thought it was really classy, man. We all gonna miss Mike, man. And we all talk trash about Mike, man.
R.I.P. respect.
I mean, we all talked about Mike. I mean, I used to talk about Mike, not bad, but just like, hey... I don't know what Mike be doing, but that doesn't mean I didn't pop in Thriller. That didn't mean when I'll Be There comes on, I didn't get teary eyed. That don't mean when I heard Who's Loving You, I really wanted to know who's loving you. I really wanted to know who's loving you. So yeah, man, that's all I had to say, man. South Africa, I'm going to the World Cup next year. You want to go? Come with your boy.
Yeah, I'm trying to be out there too. Hey, if you made it this far in the video. Appreciate you listening to us rant for a quick minute or whatever. feel free to comment or throw in your little 2
All right, we get
cents.
cut off on Facebook at 10 minutes. So I'm holla at you.
Oh,
Yo, to all the
deuces.
news. Yeah.